Hey there, you. Welcome back to another Spiritual Oracle card reading. My name is Brian Nesline. I am a professional spiritual card reader, psychic, intuitive, clairvoyant, all that goody good stuff. Now look, there's nothing really special about those things. It really is as simple as just knowing your identity as a spiritual being, having a human experience. And when you know this, then you're able to tap into your intuition, that inner imagination space, that spiritual space up here where you just know stuff in the moment and you let it flow, you let it go, and you let yourself see what comes to pass. That's what we're talking about, the consciousness, the spiritual space. Now the card's reminding us, look how big it is. It's so broad and roomy up here, a lot different than our limited personal life. A lot larger than all of the memories that we have or all of the ways we've learned to do things in the past. Now, all that's been good, but remember, we want to be living more and more in this inspired space so that all of the stuff we have learned can then come up here and mix together in a new way, like you see the stars and the clouds. And they will formulate new ideas whispering into your ears, things no one's really ever heard before exactly the way that you're sharing it. And this is going to allow each one of us to be authentic and individual and really a spearhead of the light in the world. Now remember, we all are the light of the world living inside of a person's life. And when we say that, we want to remember that the patience card comes out because there's the light dripping down from the tree of life. Now what does that mean? That means that all our hopes and dreams, all of the things that we can possibly imagine are all available to us. And they come through like little drips of light that turn into the little rabbits on earth. That means that when you have a little hope and a dream up here, you can trust that it's going to start to be reflected as little signs or little experiences or little patterns, like following a rabbit down a rabbit hole. And as you go out into your day, we can collect them up, kind of make sense out of them for ourselves by matching them to our hopes and dreams. And we want to just forget about a lot of the stuff that doesn't fit in to our higher hopes and dreams. We could be aware of it, but we don't have to stare at it, and definitely don't follow it down to the root, because you don't want to go down a path and a storyline that doesn't really match with your heart's desires. We are not obligated to invest in the information around us in a way that is destructive or in a way that is scary or dark. No, we can simply focus on the stuff that will be able to bring us up and out of our limitations and into that swirly whirly land of what we really want to see come to pass. Now the action card comes out because what is that? That's us letting go and really just taking the action of standing up for our manifestations by what we're seeing in the world. Taking the action of standing up by speaking about them, telling other people oh, you know what? I was hoping for A, B, and C, and guess what? I saw this coincidence over there that occurred, and I'm claiming that because I know my experience is unfolding in a way that's supporting my heart mind. If we share about that, if we take the action of spreading this and standing up for the light in the world, then we really are ushering in that new dimension of life, that fourth dimension, that spiritual dimension that allows us to be able to live more and more in the new visions that we have up here and less in everything that's always happened in the past or in the way that everyone's always done things. It's allowing us to really get into this other space where you can see all the purple and all the stars are going to be the unlimited possibilities that can come down into our consciousness space. We're going to be able to be wise and build new houses, as you can see here in the card, new houses, structures of our heart's desires coming to pass in our personal life. No longer do we have to really bow down to limitations. We might have to be a little patient at times and accept the unfolding, but expect the miracles and your heart's desires to find their way to you, because nothing can keep the good from manifesting in your personal life. Let's pull another card and see. So, when we pull the Divine Companion card, we know that we have the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine in us. Again, we can trade our identity as a limited personal self. I'm not so much Brian as I am words and emotions, or Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine living inside of a human being. And now I am able to partner with the Divine Companion, this never-ending fire of white light that drips down again to be bringing consciousness into the reflection of our personal day. What we hold up here in our intuitive space gets demonstrated, reflected back, noticed as a pattern in our personal day-to-day life. So, this little short reading is just here to remind you who you are, give you a little bit of fellowship on that tree of life that you are manifesting day by day, and to know that this is a very natural thing. Being a spiritual being is natural. Being a spiritual tree of life, downbringer of the light, there's the rainbow, gives you that variety of power manifesting every single day. There's never any other reason now to live in the limited world of the self. You can always get up and out of that when you remember who you are as a spiritual being having the human experience. Thanks for being a part of this channel. Thanks for tuning in to this video. Go ahead and leave me a comment. Let me know how it's going for you. Let me know whatever you want to let me know. And I will see you again tomorrow.